Hey there. I'm so excited to bring on a special guest today, Manny Brandon. Hey, Manny.
Hey, here we go. How you doing?
Great. I was just telling the audience that, you are a fitness and nutrition expert, and your channel on YouTube has just incredible videos every single week with guest speakers and just so much wealth of information, women's health, nutrition, workout tips. And so thanks so much for jumping on today.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me. My name is Manny. My platform tag is Manny's Fitness Fortress on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, of course, where my long form content is. And I usually upload every week. And I was pretty much inspired. I was motivated for health and fitness early on, starting at age 14. And I was always athletic even before that. And then at 16, I entered my first bodybuilding contest at 16 years of age. So with that, a lot of nutrition came into play because it's really the most, that's the sport that has the most dominant nutrition requirement in bodybuilding. So that's kind of how everything snowballed as far as helping, wellness with nutrition for me.
Perfect. Well, I love it. I love that so much. And it shows that you've been in this industry a very long time and have so much knowledge. So I know a lot of people are wanting to lose weight right now. We're going into summer. And so this live is going to be focused on weight loss tips and nutrition, the best exercises. So I'm going to ask Manny some questions. And if you have questions, as you're popping on live here, go ahead and ask them. And we can ask the expert. So Manny, I would say, what do you feel like are the top habits someone needs to put into their routine, to start losing weight and to really make a routine that they can keep that weight off, right? They don't just want to keep losing it and gaining it,
right.
But keep it off.
Right. Well, the first thing is, I think, is usually people that are overweight or they've been struggling, it all starts with the mental. So I'll say the first thing is surround yourself with people that want to achieve the same goal, or even better yet, don't put yourself in an environment where others are doing the total opposite, living the total opposite lifestyle. Or if you're in an environment where people are living the total opposite lifestyle of what you want to achieve, it's hard sometimes, but you have to remove yourself from that. So it first starts with the mental. So, after that, the next thing as far as the physicality, you have to start with blood flow. Blood flow, you don't have to start out sprinting, you can start out crawling. So if you have time constraints because of scheduling, there's nothing wrong with walking. You just start walking around your development, early morning, mid-afternoon, early evening after the sun goes down, whatever. But walking actually facilitates a lot of constant blood flow. And it's actually the best thing you can do after eating a meal. There's actually muscles surrounding your hip flexor muscles and stuff, muscles surrounding your hip flexor attachments and your pelvic region and your abdominal cavity that facilitate digestion. So that's a lot of people don't know that you will literally, if you eat a full meal, instead of flopping on the couch and watching TV, if you go out, that's the worst thing you could do is sit down after you eat. You go out and take a walk, you will literally feel the food digesting. You'll feel it, and you'll feel a little less full 15 to 30 minutes from then. So I would say initiate walking, just start there, Yeah. Aside from that, up in your water intake, okay? The top of the morning, lemon waters, lemon pulp, lemon period is the most alkaline food you can put in your body. It not only heals the liver, it helps detox the liver, helps remove toxins from the liver so the liver can start making bile again, which is very crucial for your small intestine to break down the food. But at the top of the morning, no matter what weight you are, no matter where you're at in your fitness journey, just start drinking lemon water at the top of the morning and don't eat your first meal until an hour after that. And if those of you who are already on the journey, intermittent fasting, you're eating your first meal at 1, 2, whatever, that's great. But even so, if you have time, depending on your schedule, if you're not working in the morning, start walking and drinking water. After that, you want to remove any foods that are not alkaline from the diet. There's a lot of misinformation out there. Basically, you want to eat organic. That's one place that you should not be afraid to open up your wallet. Organic fruits, veggies, grass-fed, wild-caught proteins. Okay,
Right.
and portion control. So the thing is, there's a lot of misconceptions out there. Meat does not cause diabetes. What causes diabetes? Inflammation, high blood pressure, stuff like that. Cancer is processed foods, and you can have meats that are treated to become processed. You can have packaged prepared foods that have ingredient lists that are 2 paragraphs long. They're processed.
Right.
So once you remove that from your diet, you remove the inflammation. So as clean as possible. We buy $60,000 cars. We buy $200 Michael Kors bags. But the last place we want to invest in is our body, and that's backwards. So try to have an alkaline diet as much as possible. Get the water in, and get a training partner or a girlfriend, a workout partner that will help keep you honest with yourself, keep you motivated, keep you committed. So that's the first step right there.
I love that. So great. And yeah, I think a lot of people, when they think of diabetes, they think of sugar, but it's really not just sugar. It's those inflammatory foods, processed foods, right?
It's anything that converts to sugar. That's the thing. If you got a pretty clean gut already, grass-fed beef is not going to convert to sugar. But if you have pasta, prepared macaroni, ramen noodles, even, because they actually put sugar in those, believe it or not. Some foods that don't taste sweet at all have dextrose, multi-dextrose, all these different additives. And so pasta, white bread, anything that converts to sugar, a lot of highly processed, refined carbs convert to sugar in your blood, in your body. But in the same vein, if you do like your burgers or whatever, and you do have a sandwich with bread, if you eat a protein with a carbohydrate, the protein helps break down the glycemic index of highly glycemic carbs. Your bread, your white, your trash cereals. So eat a protein with your carbohydrate if you do want to indulge like that. And that's the thing. When you spike your insulin level, that's when everything starts to take off. That's the first domino that falls. And everything you eat spikes your insulin level a little bit. But veggies and meats do it the least. It's refined sugars, carbohydrates, pastas, pastries, donuts, brownies, cookies, that sort of thing.
Right. And I had heard that if you eat you think about going to a restaurant, they always put the bread first, right? But if we have vegetables first, then the protein, then the carbs, that also lowers that insulin spike, right?
True. That's true. The order matters because whether it's an avocado, asparagus, or if it's a food, you want to eat that first because you get the phytonutrients and the antioxidants and the fiber from the fruit, and they actually help coat your stomach lining and actually shield the internal mucous membrane layer from inflammation. So if you do eat something processed later, you want to get in a couple whole foods. That's the key. If you're a person that has a sweet tooth and you have a kind of an addiction while you're on your journey, eat 2 or 3 whole food meals before you have your snack. Some type of sugar-based sweet, because it's a difference. Like a lot of people wake up in the morning and they just grab a Danish or a donut or something like that, and the information goes right into your gut. It takes hold. There's nothing to detox it. So you want, lemon water, plain water, some little bit of apple cider vinegar with lemon, juice in the water, whatever. All that is great. So try to eat a whole food, clean whole food, at least one meal before you eat any type of sweet, because the order does matter. It's veggies and fruits first, protein second, your salmon, your steak, your fish, and then whatever it is, sweet potato, white potato, pasta last.
Yeah.
So
that's perfect. I love it. So I know we talked a little bit about nutrition, but let's talk about really how important is food in the weight loss journey. I kind of hear a lot of people think exercise is their problem, but how important is nutrition in the equation, and what foods? I kind of talked about the foods, but any specific? I think you told me about the top foods for creating lean muscle. Can we cover that?
Yes, that's funny because interestingly, you got some vegetables and proteins that work together. Like, let's say someone's underweight, a female wants to put on a little bit more muscle mass. You're 120 pounds, 140, and you're starting your fitness journey. Just carbohydrates, period. There's a time to take carbohydrates, say clean carbs. White potatoes aren't bad. Like if you want to have a meal right after your workout, a very taxing back workout, let's say, or legs, your body's like a sponge. Your muscles are like a sponge. So you got to replace your glycogen stores. All right. So if you eat a white potato, eat sweet potatoes, or even if you eat some pasta with some, let's say, wild caught salmon right after your workout, okay, it's not going to get stored as fat. All right. The pasta is going to be extracted from whatever the body can get out of that to replace glucose. And then your muscles are going to be, nourished with the salmon or whatever. So your body is burning like a furnace right after a workout. So if you want to eat a carb, eat it with a protein, like even a white potato. If you want to eat pasta, eat it with a healthy protein right after your workout. Right. And as far as some of the top foods, you got veggies, spinach, asparagus, cauliflower, broccoli. I'm going to throw herbs in there because it's so important. Like I put this in a category of herbs because it's so powerful. Purple onions. When you chop up onions and add them to food, put them in your skillet, it actually degrades the nutrient density a little bit. So when I have a grass-fed burger at home, I actually chop up purple onions and put them on my plate as a side, raw, with the food. It's amazing. A lot of people don't like how it makes your breath smell. But onions have a quercetin, they have other things, components, similar chemicals that are in your eyes that your eyes need, helps improve your vision. There's a reason why you start crying when you chop up onions. It's actually very healthy, that effect. It's actually very healthy. It creates water, and when your eyes are lubricated, it's a very healthy process. But so you got onions, artichokes, super healthy artichokes. Celery are two powerful foods that help clean and help rebuild the liver. If you're a recovering alcoholic, artichokes, onions, lemon, and celery are liver rebuilders.
Nice. So that's so important. That's so important.
Yeah, and as far as the proteins, like I said, grass-fed steak, wild caught salmon, turkey, lean without antibiotics. And also, many people don't know this, but people don't like the smell and taste of sardines. Sardines is one of the only fish that eat plankton. They actually eat seaweed, so they don't even get eaten by it. So they're pretty much mercury-free, and they're super, super healthy like salmon. But you got the omega-3s, you're getting the selenium for your eyesight, the great fish oils for your skin and your joints. So many mornings I have actually an avocado with a small can of sardines. And when you see the can of sardines, always get the one in olive oil. They have some in tomato sauce, some in mustard oil. Get the one in olive oil. Okay. Packed in olive oil.
And tastes a little bit better?
Well, it's just healthy for you. It's already in olive oil, and it's really good for your digestive system and a lot of your eyesight, all that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've heard how good sardines are. So if you have a hard time eating them, you have any tips on that?
Yeah, because you know how when you're a kid, like I used to, if my mama had something on the plate that I didn't like, I would save if it was 3 types of food, I would eat the nasty one first, So my last experience would be the yummy one, So just do that, just avocados first. The salmon first. Sardines first, then avocado, then sweet potatoes, and whatever veggie-based pasta, spaghetti, whatever, gluten-free. But I always eat the nasty one first. But there's other foods that people don't like that you can actually combine with certain foods. So.
Right. Okay, that's awesome. And then one thing I feel like has been a hot topic, at least for me on Instagram, is the topic of lean muscle, and basically how we do lose that as we age, and how important is that for weight loss? People often think like if they're going to lose weight, they want to do a bunch of cardio, they start running, they do the elliptical, but is that really the right thing?
Well, the thing is, there's several components that go into weight loss, and the thing is, even with trainers, so a lot of people are taught to do one thing, and they're being told that that's the end all be all. It's a combination of things, but the first thing you got to start with is your body. So the thing is, muscle is not just an exterior, visual construct that makes you look good. We got the t-shirt muscles, the biceps and the arms. Ladies with the nice sports balls, they got the nice looking back. But that's cosmetic. The muscle is much more important than that. Muscle is the organ of longevity. There's been studies that literally say if you take 10 women, same age, clones of each other, and give them totally different lifestyles, the one who does resistance training will live the longest. I'm gonna say it just like that. No, technical jargon, they will live the longest. So then when you add in a little cardio and a healthy lifestyle with eating right and eliminating processed foods, eliminating excess sugar, muscle, you got to think what happens. Just like when you run, you get more blood flow. Okay. The moment a lot of people suffer from many diseases in our country because of the lack of blood flow, whether it's erectile dysfunction, that's a blood flow issue. Slow heart rate, obesity. Ultimately, that's a blood flow issue because if you were active and had blood flow, they wouldn't have accumulated that weight. So a lot of things are related to blood flow. So when you have greater blood flow, you have greater nutrient delivery to your cells and organs, and that's what you want. When you have greater nutrient delivery because of the blood flow is active because your body's moving. Just moving, period, activates your muscles. So when you're moving, and now you're also putting stress on the muscle from resistance training, you're also creating greater bone density because women have, like 25% less bone density than men, and there's a large issue of osteoporosis in women. But your bone density increases, your joint health improves, and your muscle mitochondria. There's even studies that show that your telomeres, small DNA structures, get elongated with resistance training, because resistance training affects so many other things other than just the muscle, So it's very important, and it's actually active in initiating fat burning. That's the most important thing. Initiating fat burning. So
Oh yeah, because they say that like for each pound of lean muscle you have, you're burning more calories at rest, right?
Right.
When you're just sleeping, when you're walking around.
Right. Exactly. You burn. This is kind of weird, but some people say, "What can I do?" Like people that may be working on their fitness journey and kind of overweight and can't get out yet and haven't lost weight yet. You burn calories just by standing. So just try this. If you're at home for several hours and your feet are fine and you're watching your favorite TV show, if you have a stationary bike or a treadmill at home, do that while you're watching TV or stand. It's nothing like we do. It's nothing for us to go out shopping in a mall for hours, standing for 5 hours, or a concert. People don't think about it. So can you sit down and watch your favorite 30-minute TV show and stand instead of sitting? That actually burns calories. Yeah.
I love that. The small little changes are like getting the desk that, like I have the adjustable desk that I can stand, and I can put it back down, or maybe I can get that treadmill underneath it where you're walking.
Exactly, yep. Another thing is
standing and eating dinner. Like I actually stand and eat dinner because my kids take up all the bar stools.
It's so crazy. I've come off the street from my house. I'm going into venues, where there's seats to sit down while you're waiting on whatever. And people say you can take a seat, and it's like weird. I'm like, my body's so active, but like sometimes I don't even feel like sitting down.
Yeah.
I just stand. And that's the thing. The more mobility you execute, I'll say before you're 50, before you're 60, the more you execute, the more you'll be able to, the more mobility you'll have in your golden years. And like it's just you have to move. That's the thing. You can't, like this whole video game era, and I want to say like certain things that keep you sitting down for several hours is not healthy. Even people at my job, a lot of ladies, they're aware of it too. They pivoted towards jobs that have them sitting or standing instead of moving like they were, and there was a correlation in those jobs and their weight gain. So the thing to take away from this is people, it's just ladies, try to keep moving as much as you can. Just move,
Yeah, or even just like I know some people that have like super busy jobs and they don't even take a lunch break, but maybe just even on their little 15-minute work break, go and walk around the building or something, anything, even if it's 5 minutes.
Right. I had many times when I ate at work, and it was my lunch break, and I ate right before my lunch break. It was a sunny day outside, so I walked outside, and I'm getting my vitamin D. I'm walking, and I actually feel my food digesting, and I'm getting mobility. I'm getting blood flow, and it's all about that. And air, the oxygen. Your blood needs to be oxygenated. If you have to remember this too. Just deviating a little bit. Most of us work 8, 12, 14 hours a day, so we're in a contained, environment where sun cannot hit you, cannot reach you, air can't circulate. You don't want to leave work and then go to a grocery store for an hour and then go straight to your home. So literally, you're in a box all day, some sort of box building.
Yeah.
So you got to think about that. If you get out and it's sunlight out, just try to rearrange the schedule a little bit so you can get out and get some sun. If you're in a box for 12 hours, you want to get at least an hour of sun a day if it's available. And those are the people that live on, certain hemispheres that they don't get that much sun. You definitely got to up your vitamin D3, to countermeasure. So,
yeah. So many people are vitamin D deficient. And with the K2, right? I heard my doctor says take it with the D3 with K2 in it.
Yes, they work extremely well together.
Yeah.
It's great you touched on that because vitamin D and magnesium, vitamin D, magnesium, and copper are the 3 biggest nutrient deficiencies in the world, really, but especially in America. And a lot of copper is a trace mineral, but people don't know where to get it. But there's foods that have those in there. When I put this video up, I'll have it in a link. But ladies especially are very deficient in magnesium. Women, vitamin D3 and magnesium gets absorbed. Vitamin D3 gets absorbed well when it's taken with vitamin. Well, when magnesium and vitamin D3 are taken together, they both get absorbed really efficiently, bioavailable. Mm-hmm. Only 2 minerals you don't take together is magnesium and calcium. Well, you really shouldn't be taking supplemental calcium. Magnesium, zinc cancel each other out. So zinc is very important, but you should take those at different parts of the day. 1 in the morning, 1 in the late afternoon.
Right. I know magnesium is a whole topic on its own. I mean, I don't know. I know that they all have kind of different purposes, but, I got a magnesium spray. And I think for ladies, I'm kind of upset that I didn't know about this sooner, because for my whole life, as a woman, I would have terrible cramps, right? And I would take ibuprofen, and a lot of women do it. And ibuprofen causes polyps in your colon. My mom has that. Yeah. And I never knew it was bad, but I didn't realize why it was bad. And, you just hear it's bad to take ibuprofen on an empty stomach. But now this magnesium spray, I kid you not, I woke up in the middle of the night, cramps, TMI, but listen, 2 minutes, they were gone.
Yeah, well, that's subcutaneously through the skin. Well, you know what's even better than that? Okay. The thing is, some people don't realize there's about 4 different types of magnesium. Now, everybody listen to this. Do not get your supplements at the grocery store, your vitamins, because they're made by generic distributors, and on the back there's about a paragraph long of ingredients, and they all have titanium dioxide. That's a toxin. Ask me why they put something in something that's supposed to be healthy for you, for the same reason that you go in the grocery store aisle and look at the walnuts and they have sugar on them. They take healthy foods and make them unhealthy. Right. There was an agenda even before the pandemic to degrade human life. There's been documents about this. But you'll go to walnuts that have salt on them, sugar, and they're all $7-8 a bag, But you go to peanuts or cashews are $3, $4 a bag. There's a purpose for that. But it depends on what type you get. Magnesium has 4 different types. One type is better than the other 3, and that's citrate, magnesium citrate, citrate. Mm-hmm. It's extremely absorbable. It's very bioavailable, and I get my vitamins from the health food store because they're free of all those other additives.
Yeah.
There was a thing that Men's Centrum a couple years back, they had lawsuits, and I didn't realize or read about these until after I was taking them. I was taking Men's Centrum from one a day for Men's Centrum, and I started getting these intense pains on my side, my oblique area, my kidney area, radiating back to my back, and it was crazy. It was felt like the symptoms you read about when people, pre-heart attack. Felt like it was crazy, like an electrical, like it was crazy. Like, what the heck is going on? So I started reading up on some reviews on Centrum, and there were dozens of people that expressed the same side effects, the same experience. So I started taking Centrum. It took about 6 to 8 weeks for that to get out of my system, and it passed and everything. So they have all kinds of other additives in multivitamins for men and women at the grocery stores, at Walmart. Get your organic foods and stuff from one. Don't get your vitamins. Get your vitamins from a health food store or a vitamin shop.
Right, or Modere,
Yeah, or Modere, yeah.
With we both if you want a coupon for Modere, Manny and I both have a coupon for that, but what I like about Modere is that they are a CGMP compliant facility. They test every single ingredient for purity. And, you want a company that they do third-party testing as well. And so you want to know that they have all of those things. Like the liver health supplement is incredible. Yeah. It's like $25. It's not super expensive. I have a client who he was having he had really high liver enzymes. And within a couple weeks, they're back to normal.
Yeah. That's the thing. Yeah, that's the thing about the celery and artichokes and stuff as far as food, regular foods. They help repair your liver's the construction, the constitution of it, so it has the amount of enzymes it's supposed to have. But yeah, I'm on the back of the Modere products. Like, I'm an advocate of the collagen, as everybody knows. Yeah. You read that ingredient list, and there's so much in there that's so good for your body, like the bioavailable superfruits. The berries, the chicken, grass-fed, everything. It's just so natural, like your body craves it. Right. And like I tell everybody, whether something is delicious or, you have a certain palate for a type of taste, when you drink it or eat it, you have to judge your recovery, you judge your progress by how your body feels in a couple of weeks, So don't worry about the immediate satisfaction, like sugar-based candies and stuff like that. It was instant gratification. The taste is the instant gratification, but the damage is done as soon as it goes down your throat. It starts to wreak havoc. So the Modere, especially people that are struggling with mobility, that want to get into exercise, the Modere collagen is one product that I advocate that really help heal my stomach ulcer, along with some other foods, and help my mobility in my joints for my strength training. So yeah.
No, that's
and you want stuff, like you said, with clean ingredients. And just read the back of the labels on everything. Like the transparency with Modere is just unparalleled. Right. Just clean ingredients.
I know, I love it. Even on the website, they have each ingredient and why it's in there and where it's from. And it's people understand it's really with a purpose. Right. And, so it's incredible. And, with the joints, I have one story I want to share. We have a boxer, Maureen Shea. She's the number one female boxer in the world. And she actually, and she's been on it for a long time. Her nutritionist actually recommended it to her, years when it first came out, somehow kind of heard about it. And she went into a fight with a broken hand. Her trainer, who she fired later, told her to do it. And so as she got fired after this one, as she was fighting at the very end, she felt something snap, and it was utter pain. But she finished the fight, she won, and she goes immediately to the ER. So because of the broken hand, she snapped a ligament in her hand, and they were like, "You're done." She went to Cedars-Sinai, all these places to see all these different doctors and surgeons, and everyone told her the same thing: "We can't fix it. We can't fix it. Your career is over." And then her nutritionist told her double up on the collagen. Maybe take it 3 times a day. So she did that, and in 3 weeks, the ligament healed itself. And, you know, she did take time to recover. A year later, she fought again, won, and she's like completely back to normal. So that's the incredible power. And that's because the hyaluronic acid acts like a magnet for the tendons and ligaments. So it pulls them back together.
That's the thing. You can have other great, whatever, supplements or whatever, but sometimes if you're missing one ingredient, that supplement, that product could be just 5 pounds, 2 pounds of garbage.
Yeah.
Everything needs to be there to be the glue that holds everything together. The hyaluronic acid being, organic, clean with no extra fillers. So nothing gets in the way and you have complete and straight nutrient delivery. That's the thing.
Yeah.
But I tell people too, I'm like, my mind's always, as soon as I say a word, other things trigger from my data bank. So you guys gotta excuse me. The nutrient delivery is very important. Like I said, they're always trying to do stuff to healthy food to make it unhealthy. So when you guys get your water even, do not buy sparkling water or drink it. Sparkling water is a carbonated product, just like soda. Okay?
Right.
It doesn't have the high fructose corn syrup in, but anything carbonated, anything sparkling inhibits nutrient absorption. It does. You know, if you got upset stomach and you want to drink a Canada Dry or something like that, because I know that will remedy the ale, but it inhibits nutrient absorption. So nutrient absorption is everything. So if you have anything that too many ingredients in something and it has one great ingredient, sometimes it'll be diluted or it won't have its potency, because of all these other infiltrated ingredients. So
it makes your body very acidic, and isn't it true that if your body's very acidic, then your body's trying to bring it back to alkaline, and it pulls things from bones, right? To like make yourself alkaline.
That's another thing. The alkaline water that you see in the stores, and the alkaline word is printed boldly in large letters on the front. That's been artificially added. Mm-hmm. Now, what you guys all do is drink nothing but Evian, Icelandic, Fiji, Wakia that comes in a green bottle, Wawa. Aquapana, not Aquafina. Aquafina is a tap water product. It's a purified water product. Aquapana from Italy. And many times Aquapana comes in a glass bottle.
Right.
Mountain Valley spring water comes in a glass bottle. It's one of the best waters from America. All those waters are naturally alkaline, and they all have a chart on the back that discloses the magnesium, calcium, and potassium content, which is what is in real water from rolling off the rock in Italy, and the Okinawa, and Iceland. So it doesn't have to be added. So when you see something that says purified, to the naked eye, you might say, "Oh, it's purified. It's good." Well, think about it. Why is it purified? When things are purified, that means they were originally what? Tainted. Right. You only have to purify something that's been, defecated, or something that was originally dirty. Purified water is tap water that's been run through the system, the municipal system, that's been filtered through reverse osmosis. Now, if you have a home system that has a reverse osmosis, you do take out most of the toxin, but the thing is, reverse osmosis takes out the minerals. So it's purified water now, in essence. It has no more of that magnesium, no more calcium, no more potassium, which are the three main minerals, along with sodium and water, naturally occurring sodium, because your body does need some sodium, but that's the deal with the water. So you go to Walmart, ShopRite, BJ's, Wegmans, Whole Foods, Trader Joe's, wherever, get those waters. Stay away from purified waters, Dasani, garbage, purified waters,
Right.
They're not hydrating. They don't nourish your body's cells. So.
Oh yeah, I know. And I have the Kangen water machine, and the water I love. Like, can you make it alkaline? Through that electric charge. But again, the minerals,
that's another thing. That's actually really good too. Just ionized water, which is actually better than tap water, straight tap water. That's good, yeah. So.
Yeah, the ionized, because it breaks down that water, makes it, and I feel the difference, with the hydration for sure.
And the key is also, don't drink tap water out your faucet.
Oh my God.
It has over 56 contaminants, double the amount that was in the 90s and 80s. But And don't cook with it, guys, because you can't boil out synthetic fluoride. You can boil out some of the chlorine, but don't cook with that water. I literally cook with Poland Spring. I pour Poland Spring in my pot, and I cook my rice or my veggies or saute, whatever I need. I use bottled water for my cooking.
That's good. That's good. I know. I ran across something like yesterday that was talking about how fluoride like does store in your bones, and it can get to a point it can get so bad that like it will cause even something like not being able to walk. You know.
This is the thing. Certain people, they, especially the dentists, and over the years, people become more intelligent over the years, or receiving better information. Fluoride is a toxin. It's not something that your teeth need to be healthy. There's natural elemental fluoride in rocks. That's totally different than what they're putting in the municipal tanks that go to our homes. So fluoride actually causes tooth decay. It actually causes degenerative bone diseases. It actually pulls calcium out of your bones and gives you less bone density as you age. It's terrible for your hair. It's been linked to Alzheimer's. Everything, so people are like, Manny, how do you remember to do all this when you go to the store? It's really not hard, because when you go grocery shopping, you got to get laundry detergent. We're programmed. We don't need to be taught what to get for our homes. You just have to check yourself when you reach on the shelf or something, say, okay, this is all or Tide or Cheer. Well, you know what? I got 7th generation right here. It's $12 a bottle, but I'm going to get that because these toxins are not going to leak into my children's clothes. Even after they come out of the dryer, our skin is our most absorbable organ. So.
Oh, I know. It's so true. Yeah. And same with the Modera. So they have a great fluoride-free toothpaste. And, it's the first EWG verified toothpaste and mouthwash. So that's a good option. And they have some good laundry detergent too. Because even some of those like clean label brands that appear to be clean aren't. Right. They still sometimes have the sulfates in them. Right. And the dyes and all of that stuff. So, it's kind of like a lot of greenwashing happening where they want to look clean, but they're not. So
I'm definitely going to, just like the collagen, I'm definitely going to pick up the Modera laundry detergent, because your skin is your most absorbable. I tell you guys, there was one time when it was 11 at night, all the school stores were closed, and I had to do laundry, and I literally didn't have any more. I put baking soda, lemon juice, and water. That's actually a detergent. Like, there's actually not to have that plus a couple other ingredients, and they're great for whites because you want to put the hot water on to activate the baking soda and the lemon juice. Best detergent ever. Wow. If you're like, off the grid hack, your electric goes out, power goes out, somebody hits a line, or you can't get to the store and they're all on the shelf. Is baking soda, lemon juice, hot water.
Okay, that's good to know.
Baking soda, sorry. Baking soda, lemon juice, and hot water. Yep.
Oh, that's incredible. Awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, I love those home remedies. Yeah, that's great. That's so great. And it's like, I think that another thing that people should, when you think about weight loss, even we're talking about weight loss, right? There are a lot of ingredients that are in these personal care products that can be linked to weight gain, like phthalates, those fragrances, right?
Yes.
And so it's like so important to clean up your whole, not just your food, but like your home care items too, right?
That's the thing too. I did a video of that on my YouTube channel. Jessica Alba goes to war on the fragrance industry. Mm-hmm. And by that, fragrances, I just had a conversation with a brother of mine at work, and it's crazy. The next day he came in without cologne because he's always wearing it. This is not like opinion, guys. They already have studies on this. They have the people in the hospitals to prove it. Febreze plugins, sanitizers, hand sanitizers do not kill germs. They actually seep into your body and negatively impact your lymphatic system. Your dish detergents, your Windex spray, chemical cleaners, everything basically under your bathroom and kitchen counter. All that's like are hormone disruptors. They're carcinogens, a lot of them. And when you have all those toxins inside your body's processes of doing what it wants to do, facilitate weight loss, push energy to your cells, your organs. It gets interrupted because it's trying to do damage control when you got all this other stuff over here that has to fix it. It can't concentrate. All the energies of your body can't be diverted to what it needs to do. So that's one bad thing with the fragrances and stuff like that. So that's why, like, they put in many home care products and self-care products and household products. So, like, Modere has an incredible line of all those clean products for your family to keep them safe. Because the point is, you want to have a clean house, but you want to have a clean body.
Mm-hmm.
And, they don't care about us out there. They're just after the dollar. So I asked somebody one time, they said they were cleaning. They were like, oh, doesn't it smell good? I said, you do, you're smelling chemicals. You're aware of what that is, right? She said, yeah. I said, well, would you eat what you're rubbing on your floor? She said, no. And people don't realize you're actually, certain foods that you can eat, you can actually put on your skin and they facilitate healing. You have masks that are made from pomegranate juice, avocado mask, honey, aloe vera gel from the plant. If you can't, they said if you can't eat it, you shouldn't put it on your skin. That's why even all these sunscreens and stuff, go to the health food store, guys.
Right.
Anything that heals your skin and your eyes and your hair, you can wash and massage it with. You should be able to eat any of those. They're foods, actually, or derivatives of food. Mm-hmm. So the number one cause of, cancer outside of food information is household products, man-made chemical products. Literally, there are women that have followed advice and gotten rid of everything in their kitchen and bathroom cabinets, and in like three months, they're totally in remission. The cancer cells, because women are very, a lot of mothers are very like diligent about cleaning and stuff, the house,
right?
And they're like spraying, scrubbing, comet cleanser, bleach. That's what our moms do. We know that women are like very diligent about taking care of keeping a family home clean. And inadvertently, you give yourself toxic levels of these chemicals, and that's where cancer comes from. So
right, and it's like my whole thing is I'd rather prevent cancer by like using these products now. I don't want to wait till I get to cancer and then switch to all the clean products. Like start now, start young, and also for your children. Because it can help their whole microbiome and their whole body be set up for success by not entering all those toxins.
Yeah.
Even your
Another
pets,
thing is,
the pets lay on the sheets and the blankets, and that absorbs into them.
See that? That's a very sensitive topic for me because we had a pet that died because, like I said, they put stuff in these foods not to help us, but to hurt us. Dog died, and I did research on dog foods, and I think 80% of the market is the hard, granular dog food in the bag.
Yeah.
We got the soft one, like the Beneful and stuff like that, but the 80% of the market is the hard, granular. That stuff has been linked to all dogs. Everybody I know, their dog has had surgery or sick intestinal problems, and it's from that type of food. So when you see Blue Buffalo on a shelf or something like that, you look at it and you say it's overpriced. Buy Blue Buffalo, and you have a pet, feed him. They're natural, like Beneful actually has chicken, turkey, peas, sweet potatoes in the can. Real food. Dogs, they're carnivores. They're supposed to eat meat, and veggies, not those things that convert to sugar and inflammatory agents like the hard dog food. That causes most cancers in dogs and the inflammatory diseases in their guts. Everybody I know, their dog is sick. Everyone. Not young, because it's like kids, you got their metabolism to burn off a lot of toxins. But when the dogs get open age, their mobility slows, and it's because of the food. So you gotta, there's several different healthy dog foods out there. Like I said, stuff around your house. I'm actually investing in, Egyptian cotton and everything. I just bought some new pillowcases that don't have no polyester in them. Polyester and rayon are plastic derivatives. So something you're laying on all night with your face, your skin, you got to think. We don't think about it. They put certain things in everything. You have to be very intentional and diligent about they're out there. You just got to swap it out for a healthy version of it. So.
Right. Yeah, I love that. And it's just like, you just start with what you can. You just start slowly. You don't do it all at once, but just start changing, swapping things out in your house. Like I switched everything out to all my cleaning products. When I first learned about how bad sulfates were, I went and looked at like literally my, toothpaste, shampoo. So basically they say sulfates are safe in like 1.5 or 2%, right, of the product. But if you're using that on 50 products a day, you're not getting 2%, because now it's in your shampoo, your toothpaste, your dish soap, your everything. That's sulfate. So I went through and I threw all of it away. I switched everything to Moderna. My son used to have a lot of skin rashes, and he would just break out in hives, and they stopped forever. And it's been 7 years, never again, And so it was obviously those things that we were using that were bothering his skin.
Yeah, it's funny too, because a lot of people just attest to they see bad skin or achy joints, and they attest a lot of these things to attribute them to getting older. But it's funny because, like you said, when you know the human biology, you understand the way testosterone works and your metabolism and your fat burning ability and your toxic eliminating ability, you understand that it's not attributed to getting older. Like when you're younger, your metabolism is really fast. Kids are running around eating sugar, donuts, sweets, and just burning it off.
Right.
One thing that happens when we get older is metabolism slows down, but it slows down faster than it should, because we as adults voluntarily become more docile, more immobile. Whether it's job or no longer going on weekend trips or hiking, whatever it is, we just slow down our mobility. And when you do that, that's going to multiply the damage. So 30 years of age, 40 years of age, 50 years of age, keep moving. And like I said, walking is a start, but something on a treadmill like power walking, something in between walking and jogging, power walking, that gets your heart rate up. That increases blood flow. That increases nutrient delivery for the food that's already in your body from yesterday. Just start moving, There's people that have told me many times, I don't have energy to work out in the gym. I say, you know what? I got something for you. In 3 weeks, you're going to have a ton of energy. You want to go through this, and I'm going to train you for free. I say, yes. What I got to do? Go to the gym. Working out gives you energy.
Right.
Not initially. You're going to be taxed the first couple of days, but once your body starts to pivot, your body starts to adapt. The muscle recovery, the blood flow, the cardiovascular endurance. Once that taps in about 7 days after being consistent, you're not going to want to look back. Then now you got more work energy for your everyday, day-to-day duties, like taking care of the husband, the family, the kids, running behind the kids. Now you're not going to be winded just from walking up the stairs, that sort of thing.
I love it. That's so perfect. Well, Manny, this has been so awesome. I know we're up to almost an hour here. I feel like we could talk all day about this. So, let's plan another time to talk.
I guess I'm going to upload this on my YouTube channel, guys. So make sure you tap into all of Amber's platforms or Modere links, Facebook page, and share, link it to all posts. And I'm shout out to Xfinity. I don't have the top signal, like the top connection, but shout out to Xfinity. I don't think we had any eruptions or any filtering in this stream, so it was just the best one I've had, actually. So
it's really, really good. And make sure, all my followers need to follow Manny's Fitness Fortress, and I'll put your YouTube link here too, because there's so much value. You learn so much from his videos. So your knowledge is just, have such a depth of knowledge, Manny. It's incredible.
I appreciate that. I just want to give back, and I feel passionate about. I know we got to get off soon, but this is a whole nother video. I'm going to do kind of a drama. I'm going to tell the story about my mother and my upbringing. But my mother passed away from cancer, and it was just one of the things that empowered me to dive into nutrition and things that increase longevity. But we'll definitely talk about that another time. So
okay. All right. Well, that sounds like a really interesting story I want to hear about. So thanks, Manny. Hopefully we can go live maybe next Saturday like we talked about. And you have a wonderful weekend. And thanks again for your time and sharing all of your knowledge with us.
Thank you. Shout out to Freedom Legacy, the whole Mo Deer team, Dave, and everybody out there. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time.
All right. Bye.
All right.
Good Saturday. Thanks.